Hey guys, this video exists to help us navigate Upfront magazine for lesson 1.7, which is called Sweatshops in the Modern Era. So if you completed yesterday's lesson, you should know that we talked a lot about changes that were occurring in the labor market at the time of our current era we're studying. Things are getting interesting in the United States, and people are working in these small, crowded, and cramped areas called sweatshops that were very not unsafe and very dangerous, but they produced goods at a high rate to keep consumers purchasing. Now, we might think that that's something that's not really a big deal anymore because we learned a lot about labor unions yesterday as well. Guess what, guys? The sweatshop is still something that occurs in the modern era. So today my goal is to take what we've learned from the past and apply it to the present, to kind of broaden our horizons of history as well, because I do not want you guys thinking that history is a thing of the past, so we don't need to worry about it. No, that's lies and slander. History is important. So, here's what we're going to be doing today, okay? You're already doing step 1, which is watching the video on how to navigate Upfront magazine. For step 2, you'll notice that I've included a link to the article we need to read for today. It's called The High Price of Cheap Fashion. So we're going to go ahead and click. It's going to give you an option here. You're going to click teacher or student. Guess what, guys? You're a student. So you're going to click that. In your classroom password, I've included right on your lesson. It's PDLCS 2015. So you're going to go ahead and type in PDLCS 2015 and click sign in. It's loading. So you'll see that this is the article for today. We're talking about cheap fashion and what exactly goes behind it. If you are somebody who likes to shop, you might notice that places like Forever 21 or H&M are dirt cheap, right? Why is it so cheap? We're going to take a look at that today, okay? So, a couple things on navigating. To go from page to page, you can just click the next page button, and it'll take you where you need to go. You only need to go until this page here, because that's the end of the article. So you're only reading to page 14 today. If you want to zoom it in, so you can read it a little clearer, you can do that too. See? And there's little buttons and items to help you throughout this reading as well. You'll notice that there's a video option on page 12. You can click that to watch a video on fast fashion. And you'll notice that there are some words that are highlighted. If you don't understand what they mean, feel free to click on them, and it'll tell you the definition. For example, I clicked on dubbed there. And to dub is to name or call. Again, to turn the page, we can just go click, click, and we're good. Some of the other buttons, home, we don't really need that. Mask tool, we don't really need that. If you want to highlight, you can. And there's also a drawing tool. And there's also some little items throughout the reading to help you kind of visualize what we're talking about as well. You'll notice that there is something called the triangle disaster. This is something that will come up later in our studies, actually, about how a fire at a New York factory changed U.S. labor laws. So that's something you can read to kind of apply it to what we're studying. Again, any highlighted word, you can click on it. Parallel, something comparable or correspondence to. And then there's also a map here that tells us where our clothes tend to come from. Did you ever think about that or look at the label on the back of your shirt? This is a map that kind of breaks it down for us. So this is how we navigate Upfront magazine. Again, you're only reading till page 15 here. So it's not a huge article. When you go back to today's assignment, you're going to have one last video to watch, and then you'll also have some reading questions to kind of reflect on what you've learned and apply it to what we've been studying in our adventure through history, okay? Guys, if you have any issues with Upfront Magazine at all, do drop me a line. Email me, call me, Google Voice text me, whatever you need, and I'll get you through it, okay? Good luck!